where do you see that inefficiency creeping in and feeling normal?
Yeah, it really does. Anything that you kind of do over and over really does feel normal a lot of times. And so that's part of the problem is that even though it's a time waster, it creates a lot of inefficiency because you do it over and over and over. It's hard to get yourself out of the mind of thinking, okay, well, what is really normal as opposed to what I think is normal.
Right.
So, from my perspective, in a lot of different roles, I think there are like five normal feeling inefficiencies that
Mm,
happen in a lot of dental practices. One is that new patient phone calls go to voicemail. That becomes normal. It's crazy.
mm,
Or a practice is writing off a lot of treatment. Or the hygiene schedule doesn't grow from year to year. You're adding new patients,
mm,
but you're not growing hygiene. What's the problem? That becomes very normal, it seems. And then there are just unresolved claims that are always out there. That feels normal. And
mm.
lastly, not letting or doing things manually with a pencil and a calculator that practice management software is meant to do, the heavy lifting with. So those kinds of things feel very normal in a lot of practices. And four of those five are solidly kind of front office area things. The hygiene schedule's different, but let me address just one of those. Let's talk about those claims being out there.
Mm.
And it's a practice would almost agree that we're always going to have there are always taxes and death and unresolved claims. So
Right.
we see among our clients, on average, in a location, about 400 claims per month being posted. So if you think about that, 400 claims per month, and you realize that a lot of things can cause a claim to go off track at the beginning. An incomplete verification, inaccurate data entry, inadequate documentation,
Mm,
all of those things and more can cause a claim to go off track. Uh, but a number of important things need to happen to get a clean claim out the door. Now,
mm,
insurance carriers take a bad rap, and admittedly, some of it's deserved,
mhm.
but largely claims are paid when a complete verification has been obtained, properly documented, and implemented in the practice management software. It gets paid. It's almost a given it's going to be paid. Now, there's some exceptions, but we're talking 98% of the time it's going to happen.
Mhm.
But it's commonplace today for practices to have a lot of unresolved claims and point their fingers at the carrier.
Mm.
So anything that creates a kink in the workflow is costly. And let's just say that it's easy, and it is, for 5 extra minutes per claim on average to pile up. It might be 35 minutes on some claims, might be two on others. But on average, let's just say 5 minutes on those 400 claims. Uh, that should be paid 90% the first time around. Well, that is a lot of money. And if an
Mhm.
insurance manager is making like $35 an hour, maybe, that represents actually $1,000 a month that's wasted just to get the normal work done that could have been gotten done properly the first time around.
Mm.
So the sneaky thing is that both inefficient claims and that whole matter of systems, they chip away at the things that practice owners value. They chip away at time, they chip away at people, and they certainly chip away at margin.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
that's where the operational friction quietly eats away at things that are ultimately more important. The heat of that friction burns up time, it burns up opportunity, and it burns up revenue.